to the Mario Perspective USA show. I just finished watching the NFL draft, and it's very funny. Some people are upset because Shedeur Sanders, was drafted in the fifth round, and I just heard Stephen A. Smith say it's a black mark for the NFL. Black people like Stephen A. always use the black card. They're trying to blame it on the owners of the NFL. I say, why should you hire an employee that's got an attitude problem? Anybody who goes to a work interview, no matter who you are or what you are, cannot go to an interview with attitude. And if you do, the boss has the right not to hire you. Stephen A. said they drafted him in the fifth round, that his father was very, very instrumental in making the mark of the NFL. I'm not saying Deion Sanders was a bad player, but let's get something clear. They're upset because Sanders was drafted in the fifth round. Shedeur Sanders. Because some people said he did very bad in interviews. He had a big mouth. He had attitude. He was cocky. He was this. He was that. Okay. And Stephen A. said it's a black mark for the NFL owners. Collusion. He used the word collusion. No, it's not collusion. And let's get one thing straight. The people who made this NFL great were the people who did the foundation. It wasn't Deion Sanders. He's not the foundation. It was people like Bart Starr. Oh, he was a 7th round draft pick. It was people like Roger Staubach. Oops, he was a 10th round draft pick. And he was also drafted by the Kansas City Chiefs in the 16th round. Then you have people like Tom Brady. Oops, he was drafted in the 6th round. And Stephen A. was saying that Shedeur Sanders is better than most of the people that were taken before him. And Dylan, who is Dylan? The guy the Browns drafted before Sanders. Who is he to say anything? Okay, he did mention, because he wanted to save his ass, that maybe it was a little bit Deion's fault, because he said he's not going to go play just anywhere. And they humiliated him. They did. Sanders today is a different person than he was a week ago. See, your shit stinks too. You can't think you're the last Coke in the desert and want the bosses of the NFL teams, your possible future employers, bowing down to you. Who are you? Who have you done? What have you done? Okay? This is getting out of hand. I remember when RG3 was the biggest thing, drafted number 2 overall. Did he last 15 years in the NFL? No. Did he win a Super Bowl? No. But Stephen A. says Sanders is better than a lot of people. It was projected to be in the top 5. Projected by whom? By the media? By fake news? It wasn't projected by no NFL owner. It was not projected by people who's a general manager or run NFL teams or are head coaches. I didn't hear any head coach saying this kid is a number 2 pick or a number 1 overall pick. And you know, Stephen A., you like to talk about history, you know? And so is the first overall pick, like Ward was, Cam Ward this year. Why don't you tell Cam Ward, you know, you got to look up to a guy like Terry Bradshaw. He was the first overall pick as a quarterback. and the draft. And he won 4 Super Bowls. What did Cam Newton do? Okay, you think the guy they took last year, the Chicago Bears, is going to do that? Because the bar is really high. And people like Terry Bradshaw, like Bart Starr, like Tom Brady, those are the foundations. Those are the people who made the NFL what it is today. It wasn't no Deion Sanders. Okay? You know, Rush Limbaugh was fired from your company, ESPN, because he was on TV one Sunday and he opened his mouth and said something that was very true at that time. The NFL really wants a black quarterback to succeed, and very few of them have succeeded. Let's talk about the top black quarterbacks. Did Michael Vick ever win a Super Bowl? No. Did Cam Newton ever win? The Superman guy. Did he ever win a Super Bowl? No. Okay. Most black quarterbacks do not win Super Bowls. They come and they go. And they're fast. Action Jackson. A very good team. Super Bowl contender every year. Has won MVPs. Well, okay. But the face of the NFL for many years, for 20 years, was Tom Brady. Did you bitch because he was drafted in the 6th round? No, you did not. Mr. Irrelevant from the 49ers, he was the last pick of the NFL. He's taken his team to 2 NFC championship games, 1 Super Bowl appearance. Oh, but he is not that good of a quarterback. System quarterback. Really? So when they talk about blackball and what do they do and how the NFL mistreats black quarterbacks, how about talking about how the media mistreats white quarterbacks? Oh, the New York Giants came back. Did Shedeur Sanders think just because he used some cleats with the New York Giant logo, he was going to be picking? He was going to be taken? Really? People like Stephen A. Smith should watch what they say. You know, this same guy that when he's in front of Bill O'Reilly, he's very humble. Okay? Because he knows he cannot light a candle. But when he talks sport, he thinks he knows everything about boxing and he thinks he knows everything about this and that. But when he opens his mouth like he did today about the NFL and Sanders taken in the 144th pick, 5th round, he's a 5th round quarterback. And he's in his book, he's the greatest thing that's ever walked because that's the way he sounds. He's mistaken. Okay? He's mistaken. This kid hasn't proved anything. And I've heard a lot of people on TV, former NFL commentators that were players, say, college is one thing, the NFL is a different thing. So it's well documented. People have said this. So what are you talking about, Mr. Stephen A. Smith? And you want to run for president? Really? I think you're funny. And you always use the race card. You're racist as far as I'm concerned. The proof is there. You are very, very racist. Well, he's upset because Sanders lost a few bucks, like $30 million. And that's how they humiliate him. He deserves everything. Okay? Nothing in this world is given to nobody. But lately, too many blacks are getting too many opportunities. And I'm an Hispanic American. We are the biggest minority in the United States. We don't have the same opportunities as the black people. We should start using the race card like Stephen A. Smith. Don't tell me CNN gives us the same opportunities. Don't tell me MSNBC gives us the same opportunities. Don't tell me ESPN gives us the same opportunities, because you're lying. And now you're upset because the NFL took this guy in the 5th round. Like they said, if you think he's that good and he thinks he's that good, very simple, prove it. I want to thank everybody for tuning into the Mario Perspective USA show. I know I'm going to get a lot of bad rap over this program, but it's okay. Saying the truth, it's always worth it.